What's up all you Trimble Tech kids out there? So in a series of 3 videos, I'm going to show you guys what to do with your selfie. So you should have already taken a selfie at this point, and it should be sitting inside your art portfolio, and you have to figure out how to print it out, you have to figure out how to separate out your values, and you have to figure out how to put a grid on it. So I'm going to do this in a series of 3. First video is I'm going to show you guys how to print it out and why that's important. So I went ahead and printed mine out. Here they are. I'm going to show you, I went from my phone. Let me show you. So I went ahead and took a picture from my phone. So let me go show you my phone really fast. Here we go. So here's the one on my phone. And what I did was I took the one from my phone and I emailed it to myself. When I emailed it to myself, I then downloaded it to my computer and I put it on my drive. So it's now sitting right here. So there it is on my screen right here, right? But here's the thing, if I were to print it off right now, it would be too big. So like if I go up here to print, it takes up too much of the page. So I'm going to show you guys why it's important to change the size of it. I've already printed mine out really quick. So what you're going to do is whenever you print it out, you're going to take your little square. See if I have one. So you're going to take your square and you're going to figure out, you're going to put it over there just like your practice, and you're going to trace around it, put a grid on it. But that one is too big. Right, you see that? Because I want more of my head in there. So you're gonna have to print it out again. And then that one, you see that one? Too small. Right? No, it's too small. So you have to figure out kind of like the happy medium. That one right there, that one's just right. You see that is like perfect. That fits just right. So the way you figure out the happy medium is, I'm going to go ahead and click on this, is you're going to have to open up a new file. So I'm going to show you how to get this done really quick. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out. So I'm going to switch over to share the screen so you guys can see exactly what to do on a screen and show you guys how to get this done. So I'm going to switch over to my screen now. Here I am inside my, my Google Drive. So what we're going to do is you should have a selfie inside your Google Drive right now. Here's mine. And what I got to do is I got to print this out. So if I print it off right now, if I just go over here to print, it's much too large. It takes up my whole page. Like if I were to print it out, that would be the size of my 5" by 5". Like I would get the bottom of my chin, probably my eyes. So that's too big. So what I have to do is I put it inside a Word document to manipulate it. Oh, and by the way, you have to download it. So you have to take it and actually download it. So I just did a quick right click. I click download. I downloaded it right there. Boop, there it is. Then I go ahead and open up a new Google Docs. I go over here to insert. I go to image and upload from this computer, and it should be the one sitting right on top. Open. Now, as it sits right now, like I said earlier, if I go ahead and try to print it out, my face is going to be too big, so I got to make it smaller. So I go to cancel, I click on it, and you see the manipulation buttons. That means I can take it, I can click and hold, and I bring it up, making it smaller. And what I do is I keep on going back and forth until I guess it's the right size. Yes, it's a guessing game. So I go ahead and hit print. That's about the right size right there. So if I think it's the right size, I go ahead and print it out. But if I don't think it's the right size, I make it a little bit bigger. I go back over here. And I think that's a little bit too big. I hit cancel again. I make it a little bit smaller. I hit print. So when I think it's the right size, I go ahead, hit print, and it prints out. And then I actually take the printout and put my 5" by 5" square against it to see if it's the right size. And that's how you judge if it's the right size or not. It's kind of a guessing game. More than likely, you're going to print out a few of them, and you just take the one that works the best. Another way of doing it is, so you open up Microsoft Word. Again, you take your selfie that you took, and another program you can manipulate it in. Again, you download it, boom, shows up down here, download. And then you take it and you open up Microsoft Word. So here's Microsoft Word. You go to blank document, open that up. Then you go over here to insert, and you go to picture from this device. And it should be the first one on the top under downloads. Open. And the cool thing about doing this is not only can you manipulate the size, meaning bigger and smaller, but you can also crop it. Your head is too small and you got too much extra space in the background. You can take it and you can begin to crop it down a little. Just like that. And you hit enter. Then you can take it and make it bigger again. And that way you can begin to edit some of the excess space sitting around your face. So that's another thing you can do. Actually, I prefer Microsoft Word And then you just go ahead and take this and save it and send it to your art portfolio. Okay, so what I did was I went ahead and made a few printouts. The first one I made was too small. So that's the first one I made, and here's my card again. I'm gonna show you guys this one more time. So here's my card and here's the printout. You'll notice that, you see that? It's too small. So this is the 5" by 5" square. That one's too small. Then I went ahead and made another one. Oh, that's it. So I went ahead and made another one. The next one I made, well, look at that. That one's too big. See? It does not cover up enough of my face. It covers up just a small portion, like right there. So then the third and fourth one I made, so I made two more, so those two are trash. Can't use them. So I made two more. So I made this one, and that one's still a little bit, see that? I still see a little bit of my hair up here, and I still see a little bit of my beard down there. That one is still just a little bit too big. So, trash. And the fourth one I made is just right. You know, I still see a little bit of my beard down here, and I still see a little bit of my hair, but honestly, look at the edges. The edges match up just perfectly. Now, it took me 4 tries to get that done. So I'm gonna be happy with this one. With that being said, that's how to print off your selfie. You can send it to me and have me print it off. The only thing is you have to come up here to school to pick it up. Other than that, you're gonna have to send it to Walmart, Staples, Office Depot. I know I do a lot of printouts at Office Depot, especially photographs, or if I have a special thing I need to print out, I send it to Office Depot. And you can just do that online. You can just send it to them. Or you can go up to Office Depot or Staples with a flash card and plug it into their little machine, and you can start adjusting it. Just make sure your face fits into that 5" by 5" square. And if you can do that, I suggest go up there with a flash drive and plug it in and start talking to the guy at the printout desk about what you need. And he'll be like, he'll work with you, hopefully, or she. Next 2 videos, I'm gonna show you guys how to take your printout of yourself. We're gonna start separating out the values, and we're gonna start making a grid. All right, so watch my next 2 videos to check that out. Thanks.